Hi there. This is a set of videos that I put together just for you. I look forward to reading your comments and receiving your suggestions on how to make these videos more enjoyable or ideas for specific content that you might have. Thanks for watching. Today, Porsches include 5 911s, a 928, 2 944s, 2 Boxsters, and a Cayenne. Hi there. Porsche sold on Bring a Trailer include a triple black 3.4-liter powered 1998 Boxster with 96,000 miles that sold for $13,069. Sold with a silver hardtop, assuming the engine install was competently performed. This was a bargain. A Guards Red 1986 944 Turbo with 88,000 miles sold for $15,250. A bargain price, this car has some needs, but was still well purchased today after selling here for $20,000 2 years ago. A Guards Red 1983 944 with 64,000 miles sold for $16,000. Sport seats in Berber, very nice. This was at least a fair sale. An Ocean Blue over Gray 40,000 mile 2000 Boxster sold for $16,550. A beautiful exterior and a mostly sea of gray inside, this was well purchased. A Guards Red 34 years owned Euro 1985 928S with 80,000 miles sold for $20,000. A nice car overall, this was a fair purchase. A Meteor Gray 44,000 mile 2014 Cayenne sold for $46,500. Bidders tend to get frothy when 6-speed Cayennes hit this market. This was well sold. A Seal Gray 2001 911 Turbo Coupe with 93,000 miles sold for $50,000. This was a bargain sale price. I'll show more and talk about this turbo in today's short video. A silver 1987 911 Coupe with 91,000 miles sold for $63,000. A very clean car, this sold at a very fair price. A light ivory, single-family owned 1970 911T Targa sold for $107,000. Probably a fair sale. This is a nice open-top car. A triple black 9,000 mile 1998 911 Cabriolet sold for $116,993. A fabulous 993. This was well sold. A black over cognac 2022 911 Targa 4 GTS with 10,000 kilometers located in Canada sold for $185,000. Sticker here was 216,000 Canadian, less than 160,000 US. This was well sold. 4 cars on Bring a Trailer were bid with their reserves not met September 30th and October 1st. An Arctic Silver 2000 911 C4 Coupe with 62,000 miles was bid to $19,999. A Guards Red 26,000 mile 2006 911 Cabriolet was bid to $39,750. A Grand Prix White 1989 911 Turbo Coupe with 60,000 miles was bid to $118,500. An Arctic Silver 13,000 mile 2003 911 GT2 was bid to $150,000. That's a wrap for today. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow. Be well. Today, a 914, 7 911s, a pair of Boxsters, and a Cayman, plus Ferrari's F355 and 550. Hi there. Porsche sold on Bring a Trailer include a Seal Gray over Gray 2001 Boxster with 87,000 miles that sold for $10,500. Gray with a black steering wheel, not too shabby, and the price? Bargain City. An Arctic Silver 2002 911 Targa with 92,000 miles sold for $27,250. A nice car, despite the gaudy, gravelly, gray interior, in particular the steering wheel. This was a fair sale price. A basalt black 34,000 mile 2006 Cayman S sold for $28,000. Acquired here 2 years ago for $28,888, this 987 was a fair sale price. An ocean blue over gray, one owner, 1999 911 Cabriolet with 14,000 miles sold for $31,150. A lot of low mileage car for the money. This was well purchased. A Nepal orange over black and orange 1976 914 2.0 presented by a great seller sold for $44,000. Listed and unsold in June at $34,914, this was very well sold. A silver over blue 1987 911 Cabriolet with 100,000 miles sold for $44,250. Even with 100,000 miles, this is a bargain. A Carrera White 22,000 mile 2003 911 Coupe sold for $47,500. A near pristine car, this was well sold. A Grand Prix White, one owner, 1979 911 SC Coupe with 110,000 miles sold for $60,000. Yes, a few miles, but a very clean SC and a car very well purchased. For Ferrari, a Rosso Corsa over tan 1996 F355 Spider with 18,000 miles sold for $98,500. Sold to a non-paying bidder in July at a price of $98,000. This car was sold here twice before in 2018 and 2019 for $46,000 and $56,000. This was a fair sale. A yellow 1999 550 Maranello with 27,000 miles sold for $160,000. A great car at a great price. Well purchased. On Cars and Bids, a speed yellow over black 2005 Porsche Boxster with 142,000 miles sold for $16,500. Lots of miles, but yellow and a fair sale. On P-Car Market, a Grand Prix White modified 1988 911 Coupe with 157,000 miles sold for $137,500. A big basket full of mods and a good-looking car. This likely sold under the investment in making it. A black 1998 911S Coupe with 53,000 miles sold for $139,993. A nice 993. This was well sold. 3 cars on Bring a Trailer were bid with their reserves not met today, October 2nd. A Burgundy 1971 911T Coupe was bid to $69,500. A Guards Red single-family owned 1986 911 Coupe was bid to $88,000. A Petro Blue 1979 930 Turbo was bid to $149,000. That's a wrap for today. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow. Be well. Today, Porsches include a pair of 914s, a 924, a pair of 911s, and a Cayman. Ferraris include a 348 and a 456. Hi there. Porsches sold on Bring a Trailer include a black 1988 924S Special Edition with 58,000 miles that sold for $14,750. One of 500 produced, this was well purchased. A black 1999 911 Coupe with 76,000 miles sold for $22,000. There are a number of items needing repair or replacement here. In its present condition, this was well sold. A forest green over brown natural 2007 911 C4S Cabriolet with 64,000 miles sold for $47,750. Brown. Previously sold here 2 years ago for $51,500. Today's sale is slightly more reasonable, still well sold. A black 2020 Cayman GT4 with 17,000 miles presented by a great seller, sold for $115,000. Sticker here was $123,000. This was well sold. A black modified 1970 914-6 sold for $220,000. The bodywork was modified by Brumos 20 years ago. The engine was modified by Woods Enterprises. Both are premier resources, and the resulting car is something special. This was well sold. For Ferrari, a Rosso Corsa over beige 1994 348 Spider with 37,000 miles presented by a great seller, sold for $70,000. A very nice car. This sold at a fair price. A blue Swatters 3,000 mile 1995 456 GT sold for $210,000. A stunning car. This was well sold. On P-Car Market, a Nepal Orange 1975 Porsche 914 1.8 with 54,000 miles sold for $21,500. More than a decade in storage, this teen was well purchased. 7 cars on Bring a Trailer were bid with their reserves not met today, October 3rd. A garnet red over champagne 1986 911 Cabriolet with 93,000 miles was bid to $36,250. An Arctic Silver 48,000 mile 2001 911 Turbo Coupe was bid to $46,250. A black 1967 912 Coupe was bid to $62,912. A black over Bordeaux Canadian Market 9,000 mile 2018 911 Targa 4S was bid to $124,000. A Polar Silver 1993 911 C4 30th Anniversary Jubilee Edition with 49,000 kilometers was bid to $197,000. A Chalk 2023 911 GT3 with 107 miles was bid to $233,000. A blue 1975 Dino 308 GT4 with 45,000 miles was bid to $33,250. That's a wrap for today. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow. Be well. Today, 8 911s, a 914, a 912, and a 944, while Ferraris include a Testarossa and an F355. Hi there. Porsche sold on Bring a Trailer include a red over black 1975 914 project car with 76,000 miles that sold for $9,600. A car with a messy paint job that has basically made this car a project. This was likely a fair sale. A Basalt Black 2009 Cayenne GTS with 90,000 miles sold for $34,250. Acquired here 2 years ago for $35,750. This was a sale on the high side of fair. A silver over black 1978 911 SC Targa with 141,000 miles sold for $42,000. This is a great purchase on what seems to be a quality car. An Atlas Gray over black 46,000 mile 2007 911 C4 Cabriolet sold for $43,750. A beautiful car. This was a fair sale price. A Seal Gray 2003 911 Turbo Coupe with 53,000 miles sold for $52,200. We had a similar car the other day, very similar, and I submit that they are similarly bargains. A Guards Red over beige 1986 911 Targa with 134,000 miles sold for $54,000. The paint on this mostly looks fantastic, but there are a few spots of opportunity. The interior could be better. color, and condition. Good choice in the color of floor mats. With these miles, this was likely a fair sale. A GT Silver 2004 911 40th Anniversary Edition with 55,000 miles sold for $54,000. A clean, limited production car, this was well sold. A Golf Blue RSR style 1978 911 SC Coupe twin plug 2.8 liter sold for $87,000. Sold for $107,000 in August to a non-paying bidder. This is a great deal on a car that easily costs more than it sold for today. Well purchased. A Marine Blue original owner 1988 911 Coupe with perhaps 12,000 miles sold for $124,000. A broken odometer special, the single owner attests to the claim miles. It is a beautiful car, and it was well sold. For Ferrari, a narrow 1991 Testarossa with 29,000 miles sold for $136,000. The seller represents that he's put $160,000 to $170,000 into the car the previous 2 years, and this was well sold. A Rosso Corsa over Coyo, one owner, 2008 F430 Spider with 35,000 kilometers located in Canada sold for $201,000. This sale price is likely near the original sale price, perhaps in excess. This was well sold. On Cars and Bids, a Guards Red 1986 Porsche 944 with 52,000 miles sold for $14,700. A pretty good car overall. This was a fair sale. A triple black 2001 911 C4 Cabriolet with 34,000 miles sold for $32,000. Sold with a hardtop, this was at the high end of fair. On P-Car Market, an Oak Green 1976 912E Coupe with 145,000 miles sold for $38,000. I like this color. I own this color. Many questions here, but it was likely a fair sale. I'll show more and talk about this in today's short video. 6 cars on Bring a Trailer were bid with their reserves not met today, October 4th. A Basalt Black 2003 Porsche 911 Coupe with 69,000 miles was bid to $21,500. A Maritime Blue Rest of World 1991 944 S2 with 122,000 miles was bid to $33,250. A Black over Gray 36,000-mile 1999 911 Cabriolet was bid to $26,500. A Carrera White 2006 911 Coupe with 73,000 miles was bid to $31,997. A white 2017 Boxster with 64,000 miles was bid to $36,718. A Chelsea Gray 1996 Porsche 911 Gunther Works 400R Sport Touring No. 1 with 2,400 miles was bid to $1,150,000. That's a wrap for today. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow. Be well. Today, Porsches include a 356, a 912, a 914, a 944, a pair of Boxsters, and 5 911s. Hi there. Porsches sold on Bring a Trailer include an Arena Red over Black single-family owned 1999 Boxster with 43,000 miles that sold for $12,968. A decent 986, this was well purchased. A repainted white 2004 Boxster track car with 124,000 miles sold for $17,500. A seemingly well-sorted car, this was likely a fair sale price. A Delphi Green 1973 914 sold for $19,555. A good-looking car for the money, this was well purchased. A Slate Gray 1994 968 Coupe with 102,000 miles sold for $24,000. A real looker, this was well purchased. A titanium over linen 15,000 mile 1990 944 S2 Cabriolet sold for $38,138. Sold here 4 years ago for $26,000. Today this was at the high end of fair or perhaps well sold. A diamond silver 1975 911S Coupe Silver Anniversary sold for $57,500. A better than average car, it sold for a fair price. An Arctic Silver modified 2002 911 Turbo Coupe with 61,000 miles sold for $63,500. About 10 grand more than the last pair of turbos this week. The mods here were rewarded, which is strange, and this was close to well sold. A slate gray over black 7,000 mile 2006 911S Cabriolet sold for $70,000. Bid to $63,500 here 2 years ago. This was a fair sale. A white gold modified rest of world 1985 911 Coupe M491 with 98,000 miles sold for $80,000. Repeating what I said previously about another car, despite the non-stock components, this was well received, and it sold at a fair price, and likely a bargain, assuming that most of the components were competently installed. I'll show more and talk about this 911 in today's short video. An Etna Blue 1961 356B Coupe sold for $125,000. This pretty car has a lot of nice touches and was well sold. A white 45-mile 2022 911 GT3 Touring sold for $260,000. Sticker here was $195. This was well sold. 3 cars on Bring a Trailer were bid with their reserves not met today, October 5th. An Arctic Silver 29,000 kilometer 2009 Porsche Cayman S located in Canada was bid to $34,888. An Arctic Silver 1997 911 Cabriolet with 90,000 kilometers, also located in Canada, was bid to $46,250. Another Arctic Silver modified 1997 911 Targa with 156,000 miles was bid to $60,000. That's a wrap for today. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow. Be well. Today, Porsches include a Boxster and a 911, 4 GT3s, and a Ferrari 308. Hi there. Porsches sold on Bring a Trailer include a Guards Red over Black 38,000 mile 2003 Boxster S that sold for $21,000. A very nice 986. This was a fair sale. A black and orange 2004 911 GT3 with 67,000 miles sold for $100,000. Higher miles and a higher sale price than typically would be associated with a car of this mileage. This was well sold. A basalt black 2007 911 GT3 with 41,000 miles presented by a great seller sold for $132,000. A clean, well-presented car, this was fair, close to a bargain. A lava orange 7,000 mile 2018 911 GT3 sold for $178,000. GT3s are us. Sticker here was $182,000. This was well sold. Next, not GT3s are us, rather a GT3 RS 911 in Carrera White with 11,000 miles sold for $265,000. One of 410 produced. This was not too high for this model. A fair sale price. For Ferrari, a red over black 24 years family-owned 1981 308 GTSI with 31,000 miles sold for $46,308. A car with several needs, perhaps $20,000 or more. With the work factored in, this was a fair sale price. On P-Car Market, a Zermatt Silver 1989 Porsche 944 S2 with 66,000 miles sold for $18,450. An underrated 4, this was well purchased. A Speed Yellow 39,000 mile 1996 911 C4S sold for $176,000. The magic of yellow exterior strikes again. This was well sold. 4 cars on Bring a Trailer were bid with their reserves not met today, October 6th. A GT Silver over Terracotta 2006 Porsche Boxster S with 60,000 miles was bid to $20,987. A Guards Red over Cashmere Beige 31,000 mile 1995 911 C4 Cabriolet was bid to $60,000. An Arctic Silver 12,000 mile 2005 911 Turbo S Cabriolet was bid to $74,996. A Rosso Corsa over Black Euro 1996 Ferrari F355 GTS with 39,000 kilometers located in the Netherlands was bid to $156,500. On Cars and Bids, an Arctic Silver 2007 Cayman S with 106,000 miles was bid to $20,500. That's a wrap for today. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow. Be well. Today, Porsches include a 356, a 944, a Boxster, and 7 911s. Hi there. Porsches sold on Bring a Trailer today include a dark blue over tan 1999 Boxster with 108,000 miles that sold for $11,150. Not a bad car and not a bad price. Well purchased. A black 1989 944 S2 with 167,000 kilometers located in Canada sold for $22,050. For the mileage, this is a fair car and the sale was fair. An Arctic Silver 1999 911 Coupe with 86,000 miles sold for $22,996. Acquired here last year for $26,750, this was well purchased. A Lapis Blue 15,000 mile 2006 911 S Coupe sold for $61,000. Some comments suggested that the sale price was a little low. Not. This was a fully priced blue over yellow result. An Arctic Silver 14,000 mile 2007 911 C4S Coupe sold for $73,000. Like the previous 997, a fully priced result. A black Safari Style 1995 911 Coupe with 184,000 miles presented by a good seller sold for $97,911. Lots of miles, but the resulting car is pretty cool. This is a fair sale. A Platinum 33 years owned Rest of World 1981 911 Turbo Coupe with 33,000 miles presented by a great seller sold for $124,000. A sexy 80s car in a nice color combo. Even at this price, this was a fair sale. I'll show more and talk about this turbo in today's short video. A repainted black over tan 1962 356B 1600S twin grille roadster sold for $295,000. Originally Oslo blue over gray, this car was bid to $235,000 3 years ago. This was well sold. On Cars and Bids, an Arctic Silver 2002 911 Turbo Coupe with 123,000 miles sold for $45,000. For a Turbo 996, this is lots of miles, and the sale price reflects this. This was a fair sale. On P-Car Market, a Grand Prix White over Black 1980 911 SC Targa with 136,000 miles sold for $39,000. Numerous opportunities here, inside and outside. This was probably a fair sale. One car on Bring a Trailer was bid with its reserve not met today, October 7th. An orange 2.7-liter powered 1973 Porsche 914 race car was bid to $37,500. That's a wrap for today. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow. Be well. Today, Porsches include a 914, a 944, a Boxster, and 3 911s. Hi there. Porsches sold on Bring a Trailer include a Zermatt Silver 1983 944 with 85,000 miles that sold for $10,600. A very clean car, well presented. This was a bit of a bargain. A Lapis blue over black original owner 2002 Boxster S with 49,000 miles sold for $23,250. Another very clean car. This was a fair sale price. A midnight blue over gray 2007 911S Cabriolet with 51,000 miles sold for $41,001. Blue Central today, and that's wonderful for me. This was closer to a fair selling price, the upper end of fair anyway. A Dolomite Silver over black 2022 911 Targa 4 GTS with 1,700 miles sold for $212,000. Sticker here was $194,000. This was well sold. On P-Car Market, a Signal Orange modified 1975 914 2.4 liter with 71,000 miles sold for $40,000. An engine crafted by Jake Raby, a body helped along by Patrick Motorsports. Well crafted. This was a fair sale. I'll show more and talk about this teen in today's short video. One car on Bring a Trailer was bid with its reserve not met today, October 8th. A Lapis Blue over gray 2002 911 C4 Cabriolet with 66,000 miles was bid to $23,000. That's a wrap for today. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow. Be well. Today, 5 911-ish Porsches plus a 944 Turbo. Hi there. Porsches sold on Bring a Trailer include a black 1988 944 Turbo S with 179,000 miles that sold for $26,500. Lots of miles. Fair sale. A Lapis Blue 2002 911 C4S Coupe with 90,000 miles sold for $36,499. A low price for a C4S. This one is saddled with the burden of Savannah Beige in your choice of colors that are considered striking, beautiful, or offensive depending upon one's perspective and preferences. This was a fair sale. A salmon over black, 47 years owned, 1974 911 Targa with 181,000 miles sold for $53,000. A very cool car with complete records. This, to me, was a bargain. I'll show more and talk about this mid-year 911 in today's short video. A repainted Irish green 3.2-liter powered 1972 911T Coupe sold for $80,000. Originally emerald green, in my eyes this was a poor choice, and changing to Irish green. This car seems to be a fun driver though, and it was a fair sale. On P-Car Market, a black 31 years owned 1976 912E sunroof coupe with 277,000 miles sold for $40,000. Yesterday we had a 914 with a Jake Raby built engine. This is another example of his work. An amazing car for the mileage. This was a fair sale. A bargain undoubtedly to some. A beautiful sapphire blue 35,000 mile 2015 911 coupe sold for $70,444. Clean and well presented, this was sold on the far side of fair. Well sold. 3 cars on Bring a Trailer were bid with their reserves not met today, October 9th. A Guards Red 1988 Porsche 928 S4 was bid to $32,750. For Ferrari, a Gallo Modena 2000 360 Modena with 66,000 miles was bid to $79,500. A Grigio Titanio 1999 550 Maranello with 39,000 miles was bid to $112,000. That's a wrap for today. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow. Be well. Today, 1010, 11 911s, a 944, a Boxster, and a Cayman, plus a Ferrari F456M GT. Hi there. Porsche sold on Bring a Trailer include a Guards Red 7,000-mile 2016 Cayman that sold for $41,250. A nice car sold at the upper end of fair. A Burgundy 1970 911T Coupe presented by a great seller sold for $48,000. A better than fair car, this was a fair sale. A red over gray 1989 911 Targa with 153,000 miles sold for $48,250. Bid to $24,350 and unsold 4 years ago, today's sale was in line with recent sales and fair. A black 1989 Canadian Market 944 Turbo with 79,000 kilometers sold for $50,000. Sold here for $25,000 in 2019. Nice. This was very well sold today. A black 20,000-mile 2003 911 Turbo Coupe located in Canada sold for $70,000. Low miles and a sale price higher than fair, well sold. A silver original owner 1989 911 C4 Coupe with 59,000 miles sold for $90,500. A bit of a spilled, whiny interior, this was a fair sale price. A black 1998 911S Coupe with 81,000 miles sold for $110,000. Fitted with the factory aero kit, this was a fair sale. A black 36,000-mile 2007 911 Turbo Coupe sold for $118,000. A little high for this car, but supported by the low mileage, it was a fair sale. A black, twin-plug 3.8-liter powered 1982 911 SC Coupe presented by a great seller sold for $160,000. Listed, bid, and unsold at $92,500 in July. This is a tremendous result by comparison. Well sold. A chalk 2022 911 GT3 with 4,500 miles sold for $249,000. Sticker here was $211,000. This was well sold. For Ferrari and Azzurro, California 1999 456M GT with 78,000 miles sold for $76,000. I think this is a bargain on this 456. Very well purchased. On Cars and Bids, a lapis blue over Savannah beige 2002 Porsche Boxster S with 130,000 miles sold for $10,100. Even with the mileage and the multi-hued yellow interior, this was well purchased. On P-Car Market, a Guards Red modified 2003 911 C4S Coupe with 67,000 miles sold for $49,000. Stock C4Ss are some of my favorite 911s, and the mini mods on this car were expensive, if nothing else. This sold at the top end of what a stock, low-mile C4S would bring. This was well sold. I'll show more and talk about this 996 in today's short video. An Arctic Silver over Blue 2008 911 Turbo Cabriolet with 94,000 miles sold for $56,000. A steal, this was well sold. A Guards Red 1989 911 Speedster with 130,000 miles sold for $109,000. Higher mileage than we typically see on a collectible car. This was a bargain price on a 1 of 823 edition. Nice. 4 cars on Bring a Trailer were bid with their reserves not met today, October 10th. A Guards Red over Black 1984 Porsche 911 Cabriolet with 90,000 miles was bid to $36,181. A repainted red over black 1973 and a half 911T Targa was bid to $39,000. A repainted Riviera Blue 1996 911 Coupe with 229,000 miles was bid to $75,500. A Carrera White 2020 Cayman GT4 with 10,000 miles was bid to $113,500. That's a wrap for today. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow. Be well. Today, Porsches include a Boxster and 7 911s, plus a Ferrari Testarossa and a 250 GT Lusso. Hi there. Porsches sold on Bring a Trailer include a GT Silver 2004 911 40th Anniversary Edition with 52,000 miles that sold for $43,000. Sold here 2 years ago for $39,000 to a non-paying bidder. This was a fair sale price. A white 1984 911 Coupe with 117,000 miles sold for $60,000. A nice mix of parts and a decent car, this was a fair sale. A triple black 12,000 mile 1994 911 Speedster sold for $170,000. One of 427 examples that came to the U.S., this was on the high-end affair. A triple black 1988 911 Turbo Targa with 49,000 miles sold for $215,000. Well presented and well sold. For Ferrari, a narrow 1989 Testarossa with 41,000 miles sold for $108,000. Another clean car, this sold at a fair price. A black 1963 250 GT Lusso sold for $1,402,000. Number 32 of 350 produced 60 years ago. A big fat result today. Though some called it otherwise, this was well sold. On Cars and Bids, a Basalt Black over Black 2013 Porsche Boxster S with 31,000 miles sold for $44,750. Sticker was $72,000. This seems like it was a fair sale. On P-Car Market, an Arctic Silver 2006 911 C4 Coupe with 130,000 miles sold for $34,250. On the low side of fair with this mileage, this is a well cared for 997. A Grand Prix White over Can Red 1985 911 Cabriolet with 60,000 miles sold for $55,000. Unsold on Bring a Trailer in August at $55,000. This $55,000 was a fair sale. Bloody sale. A Meteor Gray over Black 1985 911 Targa with 135,000 miles sold for $55,000. Long-term ownership likely supported the price on this, and it was a fair sale. 3 cars on Bring a Trailer were bid with their reserves not met today, October 11th. A pewter 34,000 mile 1984 911 Targa was bid to $69,500. A black Rest of World 1993 928 GTS with 100,000 kilometers was bid to $80,000. A Russell Corsa over Tan 1990 348 TS with 18,000 miles was bid to $78,559. On Cars and Bids, an Alpine White 1987 944 Turbo with 104,000 miles was bid to $15,000. That's a wrap for today. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow. Be well. Today, Porsches include a 912, a 968, 6 911s, and 3 Boxsters, plus a Ferrari 365 GT. Hi there. Porsche sold on Bring a Trailer include an Arctic Silver over Boxster Red 1998 Boxster with 37,000 miles that sold for $17,000. Sold with a hardtop, this was well purchased. A triple black 33,000 mile 2008 Boxster S sold for $25,050. A rather clean, murdered out 987, this was a fair sale. A black 1995 968 coupe with 75,000 miles presented by a good seller sold for $33,750. Bid to $24,250 in January, this car found the right buyer today, and this was a fair sale. I'll show more and talk about this 968 in today's short video. An Irish Green 1968 912 soft window Targa sold for $42,250. I am a little surprised by this sale. It's relatively big money for a rusty, dull green 912. Well sold. A black 2011 911 C4S coupe with 52,000 miles sold for $70,000. Another well-received 997, this was well sold. A Grand Prix White 1987 911 Targa with 57,000 miles sold for $72,500. This is a good-looking Targa, even in white. Sport seats. Yum, this was a fair sale. A jet black over Bordeaux 2022 Boxster 25 years with 1,400 miles sold for $93,333. Sticker here was $110,000. This seems to be a fair sale. Another black C4S, this, a jet black, popular, 17,000 mile 2017 911 C4S coupe sold for $98,000. Sticker here was $138,000. Yowza. This was a fair sale, and sad for the seller. A Carrera White 2022 911 GT3 Touring with 112 miles sold for $271,000. Sticker was $223,000. Nice flip. For Ferrari, a blue 1969 365 GT 2+2 sold for $220,000. At the start of the auction, the seller positioned this as an affordable vintage Ferrari. If the styling suits you, this was a fair sale. On P-Car Market, a Meteor Gray over Black 1985 911 Targa with 135,000 miles sold for $55,000. A Targa with an overgrown wing, this was probably a fair sale. Next, a car befitting of the previous rear appendage, at least in appearance, a Riviera Blue 1995 911 RS Club Sport Tribute with 66,000 miles presented by a great seller, sold for $127,500. Unsold when bid to $121,000 last month on Bring a Trailer, this car looks special and sounds like a race car. This was a fair sale on a nice custom 993. 3 cars on Bring a Trailer were bid with their reserves not met today, October 12th. A Phoenix Red over Tan, 21 years owned, 1974 Porsche 914 2.0 track car was bid to $10,100. A Grand Prix White over Blue 1996 911 Cabriolet with 65,000 miles was bid to $61,300. A Rosso Corsa over Beige, 27 years owned, 20,000 mile 1986 Ferrari 328 GTS with 20,000 miles was bid to $71,000. On Cars and Bids, a black 1999 Porsche 911 Coupe with 93,000 miles was bid to $19,996. That's a wrap for today. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow. Be well. Today, Porsches include 3 Boxsters, a Cayman, 5 911s, and 3 GT3s. Hi there. Porsches sold on Bring a Trailer include an ocean blue over Savannah beige 1999 Boxster with 63,000 miles that sold for $10,350. At this price, even yellow looks slightly better. This was well purchased. An Opel 1979 928 with 148,000 miles sold for $16,500. Sold here 5 years ago for $16,500 and 4 years ago for $16,250. Probably a fair sale today. A cobalt blue-ish 43,000 mile 2006 Cayman S sold for $31,000. Do not take your cobalt color cues from the photos of this car. This car looks as if its entirety is wrapped in matte protective film, and the aluminum and stripes make it look like a cheap Matchbox knockoff. This sold on the far side of fair. A Grand Prix white over black 21 years owned 1985 911 Targa with 143,000 miles sold for $51,500. A little rich, this Targa included a snazzy steering wheel cover. An Arctic Silver 2003 911 Turbo Coupe X50 with 88,000 miles presented by a great seller sold for $59,496. If, like many, you are dismissive of 996s in general as soft, watered-down 911s, watch the driving video included in this sale, linked below. This sold just above fair. A black over brown 26,000 mile 2004 911 Turbo Cabriolet sold for $65,000. Low miles and pristine condition, this was well sold. An Arctic Silver 2005 911 GT3 with 51,000 miles sold for $87,996. A bargain supercar. Really, this was well purchased. Another GT3, this a Midnight Blue 997, 35,000 mile 2007, presented by a great seller, sold for $143,000. Beautiful and a fair sale. Next, another GT3. This a GT Silver 2018 991 with 252 miles, sold for $220,000. Sticker here was $160. This was very well sold. On cars and bids, 2 Boxster S's, a 986 and a 987. First, a 2004 Carrera White over black with 43,000 miles sold for $18,996. Next, a Meteor Gray over Cocoa 2007 with 70,000 miles sold for $20,000. Both of these cars were bargains. I'll show more and compare the pair in today's short video. On PCAR Market, a Night Blue 19,000 mile 2021 911S Coupe sold for $120,000. Dark colors hide some of the 992's size and boxiness. Stickered at $125,000, this was very well sold. A Polar Silver 3,000 mile 1995 911 C4 Coupe sold for $130,000. Initially listed with a reserve price of $160,000, then lowered to $150,000, and now this result, this was fair. One car on Bring a Trailer was bid with its reserve not met today, October 13th, a triple black 49,000 mile 2007 Porsche Boxster was bid to $18,345. That's a wrap for today. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow. Be well. Today, Porsches include 9 911s, a 912, a 914, 2 944s, and a Boxster, plus a Ferrari Mondial and a Dino 308. Hi there. Porsche sold on Bring a Trailer include an Ancona Blue 1975 914 2.0 that sold for $11,800. Overall, fair and a fair sale. A black 1988 944S with 177,000 miles sold for $12,244. Miles, yes, likely a solid driver and a fair sale. A multicolored 1972 911S Targa project car sold for $13,611. Very much a project, this was likely a fair sale. An Arctic Silver over Black 2002 Boxster S with 76,000 miles sold for $15,890. A nice buy on a better than average 986, this was well purchased. A Guards Red over Savannah Beige Yellow 42,000 mile 2000 911 C4 Cabriolet sold for $25,000. A sale with a mostly missing seller, this may have been well purchased. Another Guards Red car, this a 1985 and a half, one owner 944 with 22,000 miles, sold for $26,944. Interestingly, sticker on this car was $26,070. This was a fair sale on a clean car. A black 1999 911 coupe with 61,000 miles sold for $30,000. A 996 that seems that it's had respectful caretakers, this was well sold. A triple black 36,000 mile 2006 911 Cabriolet sold for $40,000. A murdered out 997 in above average shape, this was well purchased. A light ivory 1968 912 coupe sold for $52,000. A car presented by Champion Porsche, a well-known and well-regarded seller. Their interaction fell short in this particular project. Regardless, this was well sold. A basalt black 25,000 mile 2006 911 C4S coupe sold for $54,000. To me, well sold, but this falls within the fair zone of what buyers have recently paid. A white over black 33,000 mile 2013 911 C4S Cabriolet sold for $69,500. Another sale with the seller missing in action, this was a fair sale. A black 50,000 mile 1984 911 coupe presented by a great seller sold for $82,500. Sold here 3 years ago for $52,500. Nice, this was a fair sale. A slate gray rest of world 1995 911 coupe with 50,000 kilometers sold for $86,000. Initially delivered to Japan, this attractive 993 was a fair sale. A black rest of world 1983 911 Turbo with 76,000 miles sold for $96,000. A decent car and a turbo driver. There are some areas of opportunity here. This was a fair sale. A Guards Red 26,000 mile 2002 911 GT2 sold for $195,000. One of 300 produced for the US, this is a tidy car and it was well sold. For Ferrari, a Rosso Rubino 1975 Dino 308 GT4 project car sold for $15,777. The seller states that this car looks much better in person. One can dream. This was likely well purchased for someone. However, the buyer appears to be in Belgium. Yikes. A Rosso Corsa 1987 Mondial 3.2 coupe with 73,000 miles sold for $44,000. A much maligned car, this example seems to have been well purchased. 2 cars on Bring a Trailer were bid with their reserves not met October 14th and 15th. A black 22,000 kilometer 2008 Porsche Cayman S Design Edition 1 located in Canada was bid to $27,750. A repainted red over black 1995 911 Cabriolet with 55,000 miles was bid to $59,993. That's a wrap for today. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow. Be well. Today, Porsches include a Cayman, a pair of Boxsters, and 9 911s. Hi there. Porsches sold on Bring a Trailer include a triple black 44,000 mile 2000 Boxster S that sold for $18,000. I know you're likely tiring of hearing nearly every Boxster called a bargain or well purchased. This Boxster was well purchased. A ruby red over black 2008 Boxster S with 100,000 miles sold for $21,250. A good color combo and a fair sale price. A mostly primer gray 1966 911 Coupe project car sold for $33,911. We had a pair of project cars yesterday, a Porsche and a Ferrari, and they went for half of this price. This one justifies the price, though, as it has had much of the sometimes nasty work done. There isn't any rust, and it rolls. Still, $50,000 or more work yet to be done to complete this. This was fair. A Grand Prix white over black 1974 911 Targa with 76,000 miles sold for $39,250. Receipts totaling $63,000 accompanied this sale. This was a fair sale, but not for the seller. An Arctic Silver 2002 911 C4S Coupe with 63,000 miles sold for $40,250. The paint on this car is exceptional. The interior is also exceptional and not in a complimentary fashion. If you can handle the interior, this was on the low side of the fair zone. A black over, sand beige, 45,000 mile 2005 911 S Cabriolet sold for $41,250. Yellow Central, not a great look. The price, though, was fair. A black 27,000 mile 2009 Cayman S sold for $46,000. A clean car and a big sale price. This was well sold. An Arctic Silver over black 44,000 mile 2005 911 Turbo S Cabriolet sold for $65,000. Turbo S's were the last hurrah of the 996 line, produced alongside new 997s. This was a bargain price for a superb car. An Oslo Blue 2018 911 GT3 with 3,000 miles sold for $220,000. The sticker here was $195,000. This was well sold. Speaking of well sold, on Cars and Bids, another Turbo S, this a black 1997 with 15,000 miles, sold for $550,000. One of 345 built, this is a sky-high result. Very well sold. On P-Car Market, an Arctic Silver 1999 911 C4 Coupe with 68,000 miles sold for $31,000. A very clean car for someone with a stomach solid enough to withstand the yellow fury of the savannah. A pumpkin, an orange over black 35 years owned 1974 911 Targa sold for $45,500. A two-owner car, this seems a better than fair price. Two cars on Bring a Trailer were bid with their reserves not met today, October 16th. A black 24,000 kilometer 2014 911 50th Anniversary Edition, located in Canada, was bid to $93,000. A Rosso Corsa 9,000 mile 2003 Ferrari 360 Modena was bid to $150,360. That's a wrap for today. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow. Be well. Welcome back. Today, Porsches include 10 911s, a 944 Turbo, and a Cayman, plus a Ferrari 360 Spider. Hi there. Porsche sold and bring a trailer include a triple black 1999 911 Cabriolet with 80,000 miles that sold for $18,246. A heck of a driver 911 for the money, this was well purchased. A Grand Prix white over copper? 1977 911S Targa with 77,000 miles sold for $42,000. Orange. No top-off photos. I would classify this as dirty inside, but the engine appears well sorted. Overall, this was likely a fair sale. A Polar Silver 1995 911 Coupe with 145,000 miles sold for $76,993. A nice car, perhaps at the upper end of the fair zone. A light ivory 1979 930 Turbo with 254,000 miles sold for $110,000. The seller put 238,000 miles on the car. Impressive. Still, lots of miles for a turbo, and a bit of a high price. Well sold. A repainted Fjord Green 1966 911 Coupe sold for $150,000. Originally light ivory, what else? This has been nicely refurbished, and it was a fair sale. An Arctic Silver 27,000 mile 1998 911S Coupe presented by a good seller sold for $200,000. The mileage here may be a bit higher than some collectors would prefer, however, this appears as a time capsule car. Well sold. Speaking of 993 time capsules, a Midnight Blue 1996 911 Turbo with 20,000 miles presented by a great seller sold for $280,000. A stunning car, this was well sold. A GT Silver over Cognac and Black 2,500 kilometer 2019 911 Speedster Heritage Design located in Canada sold for $350,000. Sticker on this was $358,000. Those would be Canadian dollars, about $258 US. This impressive limited production 991 based on a GT3 was well sold. For Ferrari, a triple blue Pozzi over Carta de Sucuro 2004 360 Spider with 17,000 miles sold for $150,000. I like blue and I like 360s, but I have to say the 15-minute long driving video did nothing to sway me towards this car, in fact, quite the opposite. Surprising. This was a well-sold Spider. On Cars and Bids, a black 2007 Porsche 911 Coupe with 37,000 miles sold for $44,250. A total loss engine fire car, this sold a little high. On P-Car Market, another branded title car, a Stone Gray 1989 944 Turbo with 73,000 miles sold for $26,000. Not a bad looking car. This may have been worth a roll of the dice. A dark olive 2006 Cayman S with 51,000 miles sold for $34,000. An uncommon color. I like it on 911s and Cayman. The interior is quite a different kettle of fish. Bottom of the ocean, sandy nonsense. This was well sold. A Basalt Black 2006 911S Coupe X51 with 40,000 miles sold for $46,197. Equipped with ceramic brakes, the power kit, and sport seats, and ordered with black gauge faces, nice, this was a $124,000 car when new. This was a very fair sale. 5 cars on Bring a Trailer were bid with their reserves not met today, October 30th. A Meridian 2002 Porsche 911 C4S Coupe with 86,000 miles was bid to $29,500. A green, backdated 1977 911S Coupe 3.2 liter was bid to $90,000. A Carrera White over Bordeaux Red 2022 Boxster 25 Years Edition with 6,000 miles presented by a great seller was bid to $97,500. A Nami Yellow 1990 Porsche 911 Coupe by Singer with 8,000 miles presented by a good seller was bid to $955,000. A Prugna over Beige 1984 Ferrari Mondial Quattrovale Cabriolet with 42,000 miles was bid to $39,250. That's a wrap for today. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow. Be well. Today, Porsches include a 944 Turbo, a Cayman, and 7 911s. Hi there. Porsche sold on Bring a Trailer include a Guards Red 1986 944 Turbo with unknown mileage that sold for $15,500. For the price, not a bad-looking car, mileage be damned. This was a fair sale. A black 2006 Cayman S with 54,000 miles sold for $27,500. A decent car, this was on the far side of fair. An Arctic Silver 25,000 mile 1999 911 C4 Coupe sold for $30,750. A heavily optioned 996, dead trees and miles of gray. This was a fair sale. A triple black 1986 911 Targa with 87,000 miles sold for $53,911. No, top off photos. Ugh. Despite this, likely a bit of a bargain. A triple black 23,000 mile 2005 911 Turbo S Cabriolet sold for $65,000. A very, very clean 996 Turbo S. This was a fair sale. A silver over black 1979 911 SC Targa with 72,000 miles sold for $66,500. Another very clean 911. This was also a fair sale. An Arctic Silver over Stone Gray 23,000 mile 2008 911 Turbo Cabriolet sold for $86,000. In the ballpark for a fair sale, this was. And, again, stone gray, not the shoddy, slippery graphite gray. A black, non-sunroof 1994 911 RS America with 76,000 miles sold for $141,000. One of 701 produced, this is a great car, even without the sunroof. This was a fair sale. I'll show more and talk about this 964 in today's short video. On P-Car Market, an agate gray 2,000 mile 2023 911 GT3 Touring sold for $260,000. Sticker here was $206,000. This was well sold. One car on Bring a Trailer was bid with its reserve not met today, October 31st. A Rosso Corsa 10,000 mile 1986 Ferrari Testarossa presented by a great seller was bid to $157,000. That's a wrap for today. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow. Be well.